Sometimes taking care of yourself could be as simple as asking for help. Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamiso Miranda and this channel is all things personal growth and lifestyle design. Stay tuned for some tips, tricks, hacks and tools on becoming the best you. This is the third video in my benefits of series. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of self-care. Hit the like button if you're excited. Give me a thumbs up to let me know. So self-care, what is self-care? Self-care in recent times has become a buzzword, but for the purpose of this video, I think it's good to just have a solid definition going. Self-care is anything that you do to take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, intellectually, socially, financially, that makes you feel good and relaxed is taking care of yourself. You have to be as kind to yourself as you are to others. When we don't put ourselves first and take care of ourselves, we risk burning out. We risk becoming unhappy within ourselves. We risk losing self-esteem and self-confidence, and we risk being depressed and going on a downwards spiral. So I'm going to show you 6 benefits of self-care and why everyone needs to make self-care a priority in their lives. The first benefit of self-care that I have is productivity. Did you know that self-care is heavily linked to your productivity? Your levels of productivity are linked to self-care. The better care you take of yourself, you are going to feel good, you're going to have energy, you're going to be happy, you're going to be joyful, and this is going to show in everything else that you do. It will come across at work, it will come across in your home, it will come across with your family and friends. Everybody will know that all is well with you, you are happy, and you are on the right track. So if you want to be productive and be there for your family, for your friends, for your co-workers in your company, if you want to be present, if you want to be productive, if you want to do meaningful, focused work and reach your goals, you have to take care of yourself first to make sure that you have the right mindset in order for you to go ahead and achieve those goals and reach those milestones and overcome any issues that might come your way. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for more videos like this as I continue in this series. The second benefit of good self-care is that you boost your immune system. You know, when you are going through something, when you're stressed, when you're sad, when you're depressed, when you have an issue that is bothering you or worrying you, this impacts your health. It impacts you internally. When you are tensed up and crying and sad, all your internal organs are also going through that with you. And imagine if you go through that for extended periods of time. So you are forcing your organs to tense all the time, and they're not designed to work like that, and that's going to give you health problems that you wouldn't necessarily have had you had a better mind frame. The less stress that you go through, that your body goes through, the more healthier your immune system is. You know that you need to exercise, you need to find something that you can do, whether it's walking, running, swimming, anything that you can physically do just to get your heart rate pumping, and this will make you physically strong, physically fit, and physically healthier. The third benefit of self-care is an enhanced self-esteem. When you take care of yourself, when you meet your needs, when you do the things that make you happy, if you are reading books, you're painting your nails, you're doing your hair, you're taking yourself shopping, you're going for that coffee, if you're doing all the things that make you happy, your mindset is going to be happy, your mindset is going to be relaxed, and your self-esteem is going to increase as you are feeling good, you're confident in yourself, in your abilities and where you're at. And a boosted self-esteem means that we have decreased and eradicated negative self-talk because you are feeling good with yourself. you're not going to have any negative self-talk or talk yourself down. You would have completely eradicated and discouraged all the negative mindsets because you are feeling good with yourself. The fourth benefit of self-care is increased self-knowledge. Practicing self-care requires you to actually think about what it is that you like to do. What makes you happy? For everyone, what makes them happy is completely different. Some people like to watch Netflix. Some people want to be out in the woods, going for a walk. They want to be out on holiday. They want to be playing games. Anything that makes you happy, you have to think about it first. And then you have to make a plan that, okay, I like to go horse riding. On Thursday afternoon, I'm going to go to this place and do some horse riding. You have to think about it to make a plan. The more you think, the more you get to know yourself, the more you expand your self-reflection. The exercise of figuring out what it is that makes you happy, it brings back maybe old hobbies that you'd forgotten about, that maybe when you were a child, you used to ride horses, and then as life got in the way, you did less of that. Now you have remembered that you used to really enjoy it. You go back to it, and it gives you your passions back. It lets you know what makes you feel excited, what you look forward to. It helps you to re-evaluate your current situation so that you can include more of those activities and things that you like to do that bring you joy, peace, and fun and relaxation. The fifth and final benefit of self-care is that it allows you to be able to give more. I know that as a mum, sometimes taking time out to do something for myself, I feel like that's selfish. I feel like, oh, I could be doing this for my son, I could be doing this for my daughter. But I came to the realization that the opposite is actually true. The more I take care of myself, when I get back to my motherhood duties, I am energized. I am ready for it. I have missed my kids. I have new ideas of, oh, maybe I can try this with them. Maybe I could try that. Maybe we could do this. I have more resources to share and to give to them. If I have had a good night's rest, the next day I am full of energy. I can think of lots of activities, different things to do with my kids, and I feel good. I am happy, I am excited, and I enjoy the whole process because I have also met my needs. I don't feel like I am missing out on anything. I think it's important to note that self-care is not always the typical pampering, doing your nails, doing your hair, and all of that good stuff. Sometimes taking care of yourself could be as simple as asking for help. This is an important part of self-care where you realize that you have too much on your plate and you need to delegate. You need to delete some things. You need to delay some things. This is an important part of self-care when you have to sit down and reflect within yourself and realize that you can't cope with the situation as it is, so you go to the necessary places where you can get the appropriate help to maintain your self-care. Another example of self-care could be just spending time alone. Take a break, go somewhere by yourself, just to evaluate and think and relax and to be yourself without being someone's boss, someone's employee, someone's wife, someone's mom. Just to be the individual that you are. Just take an hour, 30 minutes, anything to help you to spend time by yourself. This is so important and allows you to take a step back from the daily schedule, from your daily routine, to just spend a few moments by yourself, to hone yourself in, to make sure that you ground yourself before you can go back and get back into the swing of things. Another example of self-care could be asking for something that you need. Asking for something that you need, especially when you're in a corporate environment and you know that this is how they want you to do your job, but you find a way that maybe you can do it quicker, you can do it better. You found a way that will improve your performance. Instead of just sitting on that information and not doing anything about it, you could approach the necessary people and actually say, hey, listen, I think that I need this thing in order to improve my performance, to improve my outcome, to improve and make the process faster of doing ABC. You have to identify what you need because no one else is in your shoes. You are in control. Another example of self-care is setting boundaries. This one is a whole separate video. I think I'm going to do a video on it, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to make sure that you will get a notification when that video does come out. Setting boundaries as a form of self-care. You have to protect yourself. You know your likes, you know your dislikes, you know your weaknesses, and you also know your strengths. With this information, you can then set boundaries around you to teach the people around you how you wish to be treated and how they can and cannot treat you. If you do not have clear set boundaries, people are going to treat you in a way that they see fit. And how they see fit to treating you may not be acceptable to you, but because you haven't set any clear boundaries, they are completely unaware that they are offending you. They don't even know that they are doing something that you are not comfortable with, something that you deem unacceptable. To save yourself a lot of stress and anxiety and issues with people, clear boundaries lets everyone know where they stand and what you expect from them and what they can expect from you. This builds a mutual respect amongst you and your peers, your family, your colleagues, your friends, because everybody will know each other's boundaries to avoid conflict and all those sorts of things. My last example of self-care is saying no. Did you know that no is a complete sentence? No does not need an explanation. You don't need to elaborate on a no. You don't need to explain your life to someone and say,
I can't do that. No, I can't do that because ABC, because of this, that, because of Mr. A, because of this, because of that.
No is a complete sentence. You know what your schedule is like. You know how much you can handle. You know how effective and your maximum productivity. It is so harmful to say yes when you know it's a no. You know, sometimes somebody will ask you to do something and you know you can't do what they're asking for, but for some reason you say yes, and then you'll be like, hello, what are you doing? That type of situation. So it's important to be open and honest with people. It's just to prioritize your self-care and don't bite more than you can chew, because a lot of times we say yes to things that we know we can't do, and then we are struggling and grumbling with those tasks that we know we should never have accepted in the first place, but you did it to maybe make someone happy or to please someone for a wide variety of reasons. And at the end of the day, it's you that suffers the consequences of overexerting yourself, of putting too much on yourself. So now I want to look at some different types of self-care. Self-care means different things to different people, but there are some types of self-care that I found that are out of the box. Self-care is a complete package to take care of your whole self. So in the beginning, I spoke about taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, intellectually, spiritually, financially, and these are all aspects that we have to pay attention for us to be able to take care of ourselves. For you to be able to take care of your whole self, you have to look at all these aspects and rate yourself to see where you're at and where you'd like to go, and find the ways in which you can get to where you would like to be. I like to write down all areas of my self-care and I grade them by numbers of where I am now, and I make plans of where I would like to be. I'm gonna put it in the description bar. Anybody that's interested, check it out. It's so helpful. This allows me to see where I'm at currently and to make a plan for where I'd like to go. So I can see where I'm at emotionally, I can see where I'm at physically, I can see where I'm at financially, and I can see where I'm at spiritually. spiritually. I grade myself 10 being I'm there 100%, everything is perfect, which I am not there yet. I'm a work in progress. So I put the number that I see fit to that aspect of my life, and then I make a plan of how I would like to improve it. What do I think will be better? How can I make it better? And then I make a plan to working towards that. And this is a time that I like to spend with myself. It's a quiet time, alone, by myself. I get to think, self-reflect, think about what I like, how I want my life to look like, what I want in my life. And this is a time that I can plan out my goals that I have for myself, goals that I have for my children, goals that I have for my family. This allows me to see my whole life, and I can make little plans and little goals for each area that I can keep track of and see if I'm meeting those needs, and when I'm able to achieve that, I can tick it off. I can increase my score to give myself a pat on the back and know that I am holding myself accountable and I am being productive and achieving the things that I want to achieve that will make me healthier, happier, and live a more intentional lifestyle. And to conclude this video, we have seen that self-care is something that you do for others. If you look at self-care as something that you are doing for those around you, put yourself in their shoes. When you have overexerted yourself and you are stressed, you are not doing your best, they don't want that version of you either. You're gonna make them upset, you're gonna make them angry, and then people are gonna be complaining that, why did you do that when you're supposed to do this? Why is this not like that? This is not how you normally do things. They appreciate your family, your friends, your co-workers, whoever you're around will appreciate the best version of you, and you have to just let them know that for me to become the best me, I have to take care of me, and they will come to a place where they respect that, and they will give you that space, that time to take care of yourself so that you can serve them better. Because when you are not your best self, you are going to be aggravating everyone. You are going to be stressed. So everything that you do is going to project that. They don't want that either. Everybody wants you to be the best you. So if you take anything away from this video, is that it is okay to prioritize taking care of yourself. You're taking care of yourself for those around you. You are taking care of yourself so that you can be more productive and look after those in your care even better. You can do so much more for them, and they will appreciate it in the long run. And as I just said, they will come to accept and acknowledge that actually you are so much better when you are well rested, or when you have taken time out alone, or you have done the thing that truly makes you happy. Please share this video with those that need to hear it. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in my next one as we continue our journey towards a more wholesome, healthier, and more meaningful lifestyle.